Welcome to Wordiphile. In this episode, we explore into the shadows, words born from our ancient fear and fascination with the absence of light. Word 1. Tenebrous, from Latin tenebrae, meaning darkness, which underwent transformation from an earlier form tenebrae, tracing to Proto-Indo-European temos, meaning darkness. What makes this word remarkable is its hidden sibling. Temerity, meaning recklessness, shares the same root. To the ancients, acting without seeing clearly was the height of foolishness. The darkness and the reckless share the same linguistic shadow. It means dark, shadowy, or obscure. The tenebrous corridors of the old library seem to swallow the beam of her flashlight. Use tenebrous for profound atmospheric darkness, especially when you want to evoke mystery or foreboding. Perfect for describing places, moods, or ideas shrouded in obscurity. Word 2. Crepuscular, from Latin crepusculum meaning twilight, related to crepere meaning obscure or uncertain. The Romans used this word for that liminal time when day surrenders to night, when edges blur and certainty fades. By the 19th century, naturalists claimed it for animals that emerge at dusk, those creatures who belong to neither day nor night but to the uncertain hour between. It means of resembling or relating to twilight. Active during twilight hours, the crepuscular deer emerged from the tree line just as the sun touched the horizon. Use crepuscular for the specific quality of twilight or for creatures and activities that belong to that threshold time. It captures what cannot quite be called day or night. Word 3. Umbra, from Latin umbra meaning shade or shadow, tracing to Proto-Indo-European onto meaning blind or dark, the same root that gives Sanskrit anta for blind. This single word has cast its shadow across the English language. Umbrella, the little shade; penumbra, the almost shadowed; umbrage, the offense of being overshadowed. To speak of darkness in English is often to speak in Latin shadows. It means the fully shaded inner region of a shadow, a phantom or ghost standing in the umbra of the eclipse. She watched the corona bloom around the hidden sun. Use umbra for the deepest part of any shadow, especially in astronomical contexts or when discussing the realm of ghosts and specters. It is the darkest point of darkness. Word 4. Gloaming, from Old English gloaming meaning twilight, derived from gloam meaning twilight, which shares its root with glowen, to glow. Here's a beautiful paradox. This word for fading light comes from the word for radiance. The gloaming is when the sky still glows with the memory of the departed sun. Robert Burns rescued this nearly extinct word from Yorkshire dialect, returning it to literature where it has haunted poetry ever since. It means twilight, the period of fading light after sunset. They walked through the gloaming, the last light catching the mist rising from the fields. Use gloaming for the gentle, glowing quality of early evening, especially when you want to evoke nostalgia or the softness of fading day. It is twilight made tender. Word 5. Stygian, from Greek Stygios, referring to the river Styx in the underworld, whose name literally means the hateful, from Greek Stygian meaning to hate or abominate. The gods themselves feared to break oaths sworn by this dark river. When we call a darkness Stygian, we invoke not merely absence of light, but the primordial blackness of the realm beneath, the darkness that even immortals dreaded. It means of or relating to the river Styx, extremely dark, gloomy, or forbidding. The cave opened into Stygian depths that their torches could not penetrate. Use Stygian for absolute mythological darkness, the kind associated with the underworld and with dread. Reserve it for darkness that carries weight and menace. Word 6. Eclipse, from Greek eklepizes, meaning a failing or forsaking, from eklepian, to fail to appear, combining ek meaning out with lipane meaning to leave. When the sun darkens, the ancients said it had abandoned its post, forsaken the sky. The sun was not hidden, it had departed. Every eclipse carries in its name the memory of a celestial abandonment, a momentary faithlessness of light. It means the blocking of light from one celestial body by another. To overshadow or outshine her discovery eclipsed everything that came before, rewriting the entire field. Use eclipse for moments when something extraordinary obscures what came before, whether literally blocking light or figuratively overshadowing previous accomplishments. Word 7. Umbrage, from Latin umbraticum, meaning pertaining to shade, from umbra meaning shadow. Originally, it meant simply shadow or darkness, then the shade of trees. But somewhere in the 17th century, this word about shadows became a word about offense. To take umbrage is to feel overshadowed, diminished, cast into darkness by another's actions. Remarkably, modern slang has reinvented this connection. To throw shade means to insult, proving that the metaphor of shadow as slight endures across centuries. It means offense or annoyance. Especially at a perceived slight, she took umbrage at the suggestion that her success was merely luck. Use umbrage when describing offense that comes from feeling diminished or overlooked. Taking umbrage is being cast into someone else's shadow. Word 8. Silhouette, from Etienne de Silhouette, French finance minister in 1759, whose severe cost-cutting measures during the 7 Years' War made his name synonymous with anything cheap or austere. The nobility mocked his economies by naming the simplest form of portrait, mere dark outlines, after him. A silhouette is an insult frozen into an art form, a politician's reputation reduced to a shadow, his name outliving him only as the shape of darkness against light. It means a dark shape or outline seen against a lighter background. The silhouette of the old oak stood against the pale winter sky. Use silhouette for the stark outline of any shape defined by the light behind it, or figuratively for the barest, most essential outline of something. Word 9. Chiaroscuro, from Italian chiaro meaning bright, from Latin claris, combined with oscuro meaning dark, from Latin obscurus meaning covered. Renaissance painters invented this term for their technique of dramatic contrast between light and shadow. But the word reveals something profound. To the masters, light and dark were not opposites to be separated, but partners to be balanced. Chiaroscuro means bright-dark, as if they were one thing, inseparable. It means the treatment of light and shade in drawing and painting. Strong contrasts. The chiaroscuro of Caravaggio's paintings made his figures seem to emerge from the darkness itself. Use chiaroscuro for dramatic interplay between light and dark, whether in art, photography, or any situation where contrasts create depth and drama. Word 10. Benighted, from the obsolete verb benight, combining be with night, first meaning to be overtaken by darkness. If night fell while you traveled, you were benighted, caught in the dark. By the 17th century, the word extended from physical darkness to describe those trapped in intellectual or moral obscurity. To call someone benighted is to say they wander in an age of darkness, still waiting for the light of understanding to reach them. It means overtaken by darkness. In a state of intellectual or moral ignorance, the benighted village had no knowledge of the changes transforming the wider world. Use benighted for ignorance that seems almost involuntary, like being caught by nightfall. It suggests darkness that has descended upon someone rather than darkness they chose. Thank you for spending this time with Wordiphile. May your words illuminate even the darkest corners of meaning.